Bring him back to us, okay?
Got a problem? Maybe I
Watch where
can
you're
help.
stepping straight.
You still here? Any?
오케이, 베르톨드. 한번 가볼까요? 봉우리 올라가기 전에. 뭐가 많지만 뭐 다 털 필요는 없죠.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
동굴이 어디야?
There's
아,
always something
여기가
to fix.
동굴이구나.
And it's neat working in the aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now if I drill through the hole...
오, 동굴 상태가 왜 이래? 내가 맨치킨이야? 이거 뭐야?
Here I go!
오! 뭐야, 베르토도 살아있어? 아, 네, 재미있습니다. 폴아웃 좋아하시면은 진짜 좋아하실 거예요. 너무 지금 재밌게 하고 있거든요. 근데 전투는 기대 안 하시는 게 전투 너무 쉬워. 너니? 뭐야 이거
That
헬멧?
assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the
난이도
other
올릴 수
way.
있긴 있어요.
C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso.
근데
And
난이도
your
올려도
legs
쉬울
over
것
yonder,
같아.
Never mind. I'm Bertold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah nah nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here. Means they're still holding the post then. Good. You might head on back. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way. Once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
예, 돌아갑시다. 나보다 먼저 와 있어.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like. Then we call it even between us.
오.
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders. The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and
아, 이건
expenditures.
너무
Lance
TMI인데요?
handles the human capital.
얼굴
And
마담이라고
Donald
얘가?
is our charming public face. Our system works. You drive a hard bargain, Mannequin Slayer. It don't make much financial sense at the same time. We recommended the client safeguard himself, so I'd best radio ahead for Joy and Hudson to prep for us. They'll be at the station entrance, ready with...
오케이. 오케이. 이제 얘네 용병도 날 합류하겠네요.
There you are. Boss man said you'd be up this way. Quick regroup before we shoot. Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need.
오케이.
If those bastards start shooting, we'll join in. I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger happy. Of course,
네 총이 총질 좋아하는 거야? 아니면 네가 좋아하는 거야?
ain't it the same really? I'd say me and my piece meet each other halfway on the issue. She likes to be used, and I like to put her to good use. As so very often as I can. We can tell friend from foe, mind you, but it's probably best not to walk directly in front of us. You're A-okay, stranger.
가자.
Hear that, Hudson? It's payday.
Payday.
Stay down, mister.
Threat level neutralized. Sanitation and cleanup. Fired.
Put him down!
Here goes nothing.
뭐야? 우리 아군 죽었어?
You okay, Captain?
다 잡은 거 같은데?
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
너희가 중계국이구나. 좋아 좋아.
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarm Don't leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that. Here's the elevator. But ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown.
봉쇄됐구나.
Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
바브. 키카드.
You out there, whoever you are. Yes, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the
누구세요?
galaxy are you doing
아,
sniffing around my
안녕하세요.
station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka. What are you doing
Nyoka.
lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch.
아, 그래요?
Also,
게임이
she hired
재밌어요?
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now.
아니 왜 이
Marauders,
방송을 왜 하고 있는 거지?
line 3 days ago, not being able to bloody
약탈자가
podcast.
이렇게 우글우글한데?
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker
빡쳤는데?
being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you.
기특한 싸울
Oh,
준비됐어.
now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in Marauders in here, which, by the by, they were supposed to prevent. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long.
시세
Clear the
두 배요?
Marauders out, and I'll
오예.
pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the...
나한테 돌아오는 거?
Aside from the bids, you said you wanted something from me.
아, 오케이.
Something...
알았어. 이러면 엘리베이터가 다시 작동되는
Hey,
건가?
elevators to your right. Get ready.
오케이.
Treat and...
Light 'em on fire, ladies and gents!
오, 기특감 왔다. 다 쓸어. 아, 저희 동료들 아주 그냥 끝내줍니다. 전투가 어렵지 않아요. 동료만 있으면. 어디서 이렇게 열심히 싸우고 있는 거야?
The last of them, I think.
Old laws, but I love my job!
뭐야, 애디 죽었어. 기특함 애들 죽었는데? 그래도 대장은 살았네요. 안돼, 도널드 앤더슨. 비주얼 멤버였는데 죽었네.
I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
너냐? 와, 뭐야 이거?
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place.
엎드려 생각.
Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor.
오.
This ought to square our
오,
debt.
돈 많이 준다.
One hefty
진짜
payment for
더블로
a highly
쳐줬네.
valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
정보 브로커.
Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send
피니어스가
someone to Monarch
보냈다는
to
걸
rush me.
어떻게 눈치채네?
I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
안녕하세요.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. I was delayed by MSI and the Iconoclasts. The idiots were scrambling all transmissions to override each other's broadcasts. But as you've shut them down, I'm back in business. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
탑을 가동시켜야 돼. 피니어스를 어떻게
You make
연락하는
it
거야?
sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
그래.
It's simple, truly. I
그냥
merely
나가서
need you
레버
to waltz
돌리면 돼.
outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical
오케이.
adjustments from
케이블
here.
설치하는 기분인데?
Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that?
그 정도
However,
아니야?
you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back.
복잡할 줄
Just
알았는데
step
간단한가 보네.
outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
If that's really all, let's just get it done with and be on our way.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
또 대화할 게 뭐가 있나 본데?
Have some info. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
도와달라고.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram.
와, 이거 되게
And,
진짜
good luck.
정보 브로커가 많네. 되게 잘 알고 있네.
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course,
무조건
I
돈을
could
내야
offer
돼.
you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
피니어스.
Not much, admittedly. I do know this.
정말 모르나 보네.
There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, there are so many members
이사회 멤버가
to
많아?
specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand?
Oh my god.
What I am about to reveal is
되게
the
위-
sort of
되게
information
위험한
that gets a body
정보인가 보네.
disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
악의 세력으로. 그러니까 MSI가 이사회랑 대립하니까.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. Luckily for you, they are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too.
산자라도 구인구선.
Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get
절대로
back on the board for
복직되지
the
않을
next
거야.
century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime.
Oh my god.
For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1 once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the
그러니까
friends
이거
and
그레이엄이
family he lost in Amber
키
Heights
번호
all those
알려줘서
years
있다고
ago.
대학살이 난 거지.
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet.
네,
If
폴아웃
MSI was the only
뉴베가스
corporation here,
제작한
they could claim
회사예요.
sole ownership. Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
왜 깨진 거야?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you... What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth
지구에
my
대해
time.
궁금한 사람이 없나 보네,
Now, if
여기는.
you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you see... Give me...
잠깐만. 방송 이거 조사하는 거고. 일단은 웨스 박사한테 정보를 보내기 위해서 중계탑을 만져야겠네요. 이건 뭐야? 그 아까 말했던 말했다는 그건가 보네요.
Great work.
어우씨. 요건가?
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. There's no need to assert your dominance. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. But I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons.
아 그래?
He really does like you,
원래
Captain.
욕을 막 한단 말이야.
Captain! Big flaming thingy!
뭐야? 뭐야? 뭐가 착륙한 거야? 불시착한 거야 뭐야? 박 터졌는데 완전?
Black holes. Did you see that?
누가 함선이야?
Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the
이사회야?
attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram.
뭐야 그레이엄도 그래? 와, 이 뭔 일이야 이게? 단체 허그는 어때? 아 정말 당신들 모두 죽였어야 했는데.
Allow me to save you the trouble as I fling myself from this tower. Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
아휴.
Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single bit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it.
다 죽이고 싶다.
Which means, get off my bored damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
이제 피니어스와 대화할 수 있네요.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack? And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand. Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
누구에게 모두를 넘겨야 할까?
I fear it's a sad day when you've resorted to asking me for advice. Sanjar's about as deadly as a spilled can of lead paint. If anyone's to aim a cannon at my face, I'd prefer it be him. But he'd never have the guts to defend Monarch if it came down to it. Graham's as likely to bomb Monarch as he is to protect it, down to the last dying man, woman, and sister-pig. As I'm not the one with access to the artillery cannon, I reckon the decision's ultimately up to you.
너한테 줄 수 있는데?
Me? I'd end up blasting myself from the face of the planet, trying to disengage